it's just coming up inside my heart to maybe share something. Because I see that during this time, sometimes even from the Sangha also, and people who have been in the spiritual path for some time, panic does come. Not as much as we hear generally speaking. I mean, people have concerns and so like that comes. But this one I wanted to talk about just generally speaking. For those of you who have a deep or an increasingly deepening attraction to self-discovery. And I've been asked, like, where are we going to if one becomes increasingly detached from the world, so to speak? And by the world, I'm not talking about the earth. You may have heard me say, there's only one earth, but there are billions of worlds. And by this, what I mean is a world is a psychological and emotional and personal creation in the mind. And we are largely living in our conditioned mind, leading the way very often. For many people, it is like that. Another illustration could be that, when we go to sleep and you have a dream, your dream is a very unique experience. Even if your most beloved was right next to you and you were having a tremendous dream, there's no way that you could plug in, even if the technology was available, you couldn't plug in and experience that dream together in the same way that you experience it. Okay? Because our experiencing is subjective and very personal. And why I'm saying this is that our life in the waking state, the world is also very personally, subjectively perceived by each one. No? So we have a common misconception that we're all together having the same experience. We often talk like that when we say, but I want to give you this because it's really nice. Taste this, it's fantastic. You say, no, but you don't know how it will be experienced by someone else. So we still continue. And that's part of the big field of illusions and delusions that we live in largely. So when I say that we are becoming less and less attached to the worldly mind, which behaves sometimes as though it knows the truth. Those who have gone beyond that, or are going beyond, and beyond, not beyond that way, but beyond this way, in the inner realization of the truth, are discovering something tremendous. What the mind can offer to us, all the adventures, it can offer, yes, pleasures, but not happiness. You see? It can ask you can be offered a sense of resting, but not peace. The peace that I speak about is coming from the truth within you. The more you grasp of your true nature, the more you are living constantly in a field of peace and a calm mind. So I just wanted to say today that sometimes people wonder if you are somehow appearing to be retracting from the world, so to speak. It's not because it's evil and you're cynical about it, but that you are discovering a higher way of perceiving inside and coming to the truth of who and what we are internally, not just as body and body-mind, but even beyond mind. And people may say, oh, you speak about beyond mind. Mind is all I know. Well, mind is all you. Mind offers a kind of knowledge which is actually not as deep as you think. It is deep only in appearance. For depth, I don't even want to use the word deep. The truth is not deep. The truth is here. It is just not recognized. And for those who have come to a place of seeing, what is the life like of one who is dropping personal identity or going beyond, transcending the worldly pull that comes from the mind? What is the life like? Well, actually, it's very beautiful. It's beautiful, full of beauty, and not fantasy, not projection, beautiful in the sense that one's mind becomes very tranquil, very calm, and peaceful, open, without fear, and loving. Not necessarily loving in the going around loving in this way. It might include that also, but no. Loving in the sense that there's the unity of the self, and it's not just personal. We have a sense of a personal self, but you also have a universal self, and your universal self is more true. We have a personal body, you have a universal body. In a way, you come to see that the whole of this world and universe is also the body of being. I know that might sound very strange right now, but it's such a beautiful discovering. And don't worry, it's not going to just crash in on you. We have to grow into that. And how? Well, the more deeply you want it or desire it, and you have to desire it intensely to reach this level of completeness. I think enough for the moment. Thank you.